There is no Total War I'd rather be playing than Medieval 3, but if there were, it would be a Medieval 2 Remastered. And even though Creative Assembly nor Feral Interactive have a remaster officially in the works, well, with the help of the absolutely amazing modding community, I've gone ahead and curated my own. This is Andy's Medieval 2 Remastered collection, a curation of Medieval 2 mods and plugins that, and I can't be more serious here, has completely revitalized Medieval 2. All the thanks go to the modders who make this possible, and links are provided in the description to everything represented in this video, who somehow managed to make Medieval 2 better and better every year. And speaking of games that get better every year, today's sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends, a totally free and top-tier mobile game that will blow your socks off either on the go or from the comfort of your very own computer. Now there's a ton of awesome things to say about Raid, including the cutting-edge animations and graphics, and the addicting gameplay where you level up your characters and equip them with powerful weapons and artifacts. But the great thing about Raid is that it's just as much fun playing single player, collect shards, weapons, and leveling up your characters as it is to go a bit more hardcore and compete with millions of people online in the PvP arena. To win though, you have to make use of your own device strategies, whether in PvP or in the dungeons and against the bosses. And here, you get to customize your very own champions among 700 unique heroes. Thing is, not only do you get to play this visually stunning mobile game wherever you want, but now you can take your immersion further. Raid is offering an awesome free new legendary champion, the mischievous Monkey King Sun Wukong, and all you have to do is log in on 7 different days between August 22nd and October 23rd, and it's yours. There are constant in-game events and updates to look forward to as well, like the new clan-based Hydra Clash competition, where you can win sweet rewards and unlock new heroes like the Stag Knight, one of the best epic champions around, as well as a skin for Stag Knight designed by JonTron. Just use the promo code JTSKIN before October 7th. In other words, there's been no better time to begin with or jump back into Raid, and for all new players, make sure to use my link in the description or the QR code right here to get a free starter pack and this awesome in-game loot. Play Raid Shadow Legends for free right now, and thank you so much to Plarium for sponsoring this video. And if you enjoy my videos but for some reason are not yet subscribed, then please consider doing so, as it really helps me out. Andy's Medieval 2 Remastered collection is based on one massive overhaul mod and 2 plugins, and where the first delivers a campaign experience that completely outshines any other I've played in the medieval setting and brings that overall sense of a new gameplay experience, the 2 plugins are what most of all takes Medieval 2 at least a decade forward, because we're not only enhancing those visuals here, but as you can tell, we have completely altered the camera movement on the battlefield, which absolutely revolutionizes Medieval 2 Total War and makes it feel just so much more modern and fresh. So let's start with the most revolutionary thing first, shall we? Let's take a look at this camera. This remastered camera, officially called Freecam, mouse-controlled camera, is a plugin for Medieval 2 that allows us to go from using the very stiff, old-school Total War camera to the new and improved free roam one, where you can look around whenever you want, zoom up and down, and really get that bird's eye view or that cinematic close-up. And what it does is that it not only makes playing the game a lot more fun and fresh, but it allows for scenes like these. Freecam is made by Buggy's Duckies, an amazing modder who's gone to great lengths to make this thing happen, but Freecam isn't exactly a mod. Like I said, it's more of a plugin, and the fantastic thing is that it allows Freecam to be used with virtually any and all Medieval 2 mods and campaigns out there. I'll be showcasing Freecam even more in an upcoming video, but right now, make sure to go check this fantastic and revolutionary piece of tech out on ModDB and discover Medieval 2's battles all over again. And who knows, modder Buggy's Duckies has partially managed to crack the campaign map controls as well, but does need some modding help to make this actually work properly, which arguably would be even more groundbreaking. But for now, thank you so much to Buggy's Duckies. Moving on to the second part of this creation, we have the visual aspect and the reason why this personal Medieval 2 Remastered looks so damn fine. Over the course of the past weeks, I've created my own reshade setting specifically for Medieval 2. And not only that, I've made a setting precisely for the campaign and one explicitly for the battle maps. And let's start with the campaign. My goal here is to aim as closely as possible to that original Medieval 2 vibe, but perhaps sharpen a few aspects here and make the overall experience just a smidge more vibrant over there. The icing on the cake though is the depth of field effect, which I tried my best to have replicate that Empire look. To me, depth of field makes a massive difference and actually makes what's not blurred look even sharper and clearer. It just fancies up the image, I think, and it ends up looking really great. Because the effect doesn't discriminate between the game and the UI though, it can at various zoom levels slightly blur the latter as well. But that's a simple price to pay in my book, and you can always fix it by zooming all the way out. It's mostly noticeable when zooming in anyway, so you'll notice it mostly when playing close to the map. But then we get to the battle map, and this is where the reshade truly shines. Now, Medieval 2 is arguably an evergreen game because its visuals actually mostly hold up. But after all these years, the vanilla game can seem slightly cartoonish to look at. Well, no longer, as my battle map reshade enhances contrast and vibrance, slightly sharpens, adds a slight depth of field and blur effect, and gives a significant boost to the perceived depth of each and every unit model. In total, this creates an image that enhances Medieval 2 to such a degree that it's hard to overstate, because the thing Medieval 2 visuals lack the most, depth, is now so much more present. Coupled with the Freecam mod, and we have ourselves a battlefield that is not just more fun and engaging to play with, but that looks absolutely stunning all these years later. And because reshade is a plugin, just like with Freecam, you can use it for every one of your Medieval 2 mods, which further enhances the already greatly improved experiences. And honestly, between you and me, I never thought my Medieval 2 battles could feel this awesome ever again. But they do, and now, so can yours. You can find my reshade settings in my Discord, so make sure to join and download my presets. And of course, if you'd rather just use the battle settings and not the campaign ones, for example, that's totally up to you as well. All I ask is that you consider leaving a like and comment on the video, and that you subscribe to the channel, as I provide my reshade presets completely free of charge. And if you choose to do so, then well, your battles might too look like these. And finally, for the ultimate Medieval 2 Remastered experience, it is a must that you go check out and download the Stainless Steel Historical Immersion project. Now, I've been playing the regular old stainless steel for about a decade and a half, but the Historical Immersion project is something else entirely, and this right here is why. From offering a bunch of new factions, a host of new units, and a mass of new historical events and dynamics, as the mod implies, Historical Immersion is what this mod is all about. And at the heart of this lies the mod's undying devotion to difficulty and strategy. You see, in this mod, you can't just pump units nilly-willy, diplomatically act however you want without consequences, or think of your generals as fully loyal beings unless something drastic happens. No, in this version of Stainless Steel, you have to plan, and you have to be careful. Unrest in newly conquered cities will slow your expansion until you can stabilize it, and you do so in part by bringing in nobility and feudal forms of governance, for example. But you're also, perhaps most of all, hindered by the availability, or lack thereof, of soldiers, many of whom are tied to these feudal systems. Feudal and more powerful knights are expensive, but even more expensive to upkeep, and they even take a long time to replenish. And so, just like it was back then, having standing armies is really no option in the early to mid-game. You must plan ahead for conquests and quickly raise a host if you're under attack, and this balance between managing your economy and keeping a healthy army alive and well is exhilarating and so damn rewarding. I haven't played this much Medieval 2 in years, honestly, as I'm absolutely enthralled by this hardcore experience that will demand everything from you on higher difficulties. And coupled with Medieval 2's inherent role-playing aspects, the Historical Immersion project only enhances them and makes for a Total War experience that might just be the best one out there for this medieval setting. I'll be uploading a massive review of this mod in the near future, so if you want to know and understand even more about what's actually going on here, make sure to keep a lookout in the next few days. All of this, the Freecam, the reshade, and the amazing historical immersion project all work to create a game as close to a Medieval 2 Remastered as possible. And honestly, I think it's fair to call this an unofficial Medieval 2 Remaster since, well, that's actually 100% what it is. Medieval 2 has never felt better, more modern, or more beautiful than this. And thanks to the again fantastic modders who made this possible, it's surprisingly easy for all of us to make this experience happen as well. Medieval 2 is my favorite Total War game, and thanks to the modders, my love for this game has been rekindled, and really, truly shows that all that is needed to make this game feel even better than current modern games are a few tweaks here and there. And the overall mod doesn't exactly hurt either, but helps to create a game that showcases, once again, what Total War's golden age was all about. Again, thank you so much to the modders for making this collection possible. Make sure to check out their work if you're interested, find my reshade presets in my Discord link down below, and have fun! Let me know your thoughts on this unofficial Medieval 2 Remastered collection, and if you love it or hate it. Tell me if you're still playing Medieval 2 and want an actual official remastered game. And of course, please remember to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much to PlayerM for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!